Hello and welcome again to this edition of Phi TV. I'm your host, Brad Swanson. We're coming to you from inside the Florida Capitol at the end of the Florida 2022 legislative session. We're joined by Emmett Reed, President and CEO of the Florida Healthcare Association. Emmett, welcome back.
Brad, first of all, it's awesome to be here, but I got to give a shout out. I've been watching Phi TV all session, and it is an unbelievable benefit for your members to be able to see thought leaders throughout the session. I use it, I watch it as much as I can, and I just want to tell you, great job, and thanks for having me.
Thanks, Emmett. We really appreciate it. You know, it's our pleasure to get to interview great leaders like yourself and elected leaders, and really for the program, it's about getting the great messages that are happening in the Capitol across the state. So let's talk about your message. Okay. What great has happened to the healthcare industry this year during the legislative session?
Well, a lot has happened, really three big things when it comes to the nursing home and long-term care space. First and foremost, funding for our nursing homes. They have been hit hard by COVID, and financially it has been just a tough time for them.
Yeah, and by hard, I mean like virtually destroyed because of the funding, and yet they hung in there, and they're coming back.
Right, they are, and this funding is definitely going to help. It's landed just over 7% increase, and we're very thankful for that. On top of that, there was a staffing modernization bill that we started working on about 3 years ago, and really, if you look at a nursing home 20 years ago, it's much different than a nursing home today. You need a lot more respiratory therapists today. You need a lot more mental health counselors today in a nursing home, and this is going to allow us to modernize our staffing to give person-centered care, which is a great thing. And then, of course, the governor's priority, COVID liability bill. So,
three huge things for the industry, Emmett. Now, when we think about where the industry goes from here, you know, certainly we don't have less elderly folks moving to Florida and matriculating into the systems that your members provide. What's next for the industry?
Well, there's a silver wave coming. And Florida needs to be prepared. Right now, we've got 20% of our residents are 65 and older. In 2030, that's going to be up to 30%. So we have to continually fund nursing homes to make sure that we can properly care for this huge influx of people. And by the way, Florida's a pretty popular state to move to. I think that number is going to be even higher by 2030.
Well, thankfully, we've got great leaders like you at the helm advocating for what is one of our most amazing populations. I know my mom's in that population, as is yours. And we look forward to having you come back on the program, tell us what's going on in the industry, and any great messages we can get out about what's next for advocating for the elderly and your population. Let us know. We'd love to help.
I appreciate it, Brad. Thanks again for everything.
Great. Good job, Emmett. Appreciate you. We'll stay tuned. Can't wait to have you on again. All right. Thanks. That's all the time we have for this episode of Phi TV. Make sure you hit us up on our social media feeds. And for now, thanks for tuning in.